Hi, welcome back. I'm ERock Tronic, providing guitar gear, reviews, and how-tos. And today I'm reviewing Glarry's 88-key foldable keyboard right here. Now, I bought this for myself for Christmas so I could practice my scales. As a kid, I hated practicing scales. But last fall, I was attending the University of Nevada in Reno, where I minored in music production, recording technology. And we had to study music theory and piano lessons. And I thought, well, that'll be pretty easy because I took piano lessons as a kid. And I had gotten extremely rusty over the years. And I found that practicing my scales really helped my understanding of music theory. I'm mostly a guitar player, but looking at the frets, it's kind of hard to visualize how each of the notes go together. But practicing my scales on the piano, even though it was incredibly boring as a kid, I found as a grown-up, I really learned a lot, and it greatly increased my understanding of my music theory class. I had a great teacher, Kira, and maybe that helped. But practicing my scales, you know, I never thought I would say that, but practicing my scales, turns out my piano teacher was right all those years ago. So I didn't have a lot of money. I got this one for 80 bucks off of eBay with free shipping. And it came with this nice stand. It's not just single bar, it's a double bar. I've seen those on eBay. Those are almost $40 by themselves. So I guess you could say this foldable 88 key keyboard was only 40 bucks. Now, came with this little tiny manual, which really isn't much of a manual, but it does have a list of all the different voices it has, from acoustic piano, Rhodes piano sounding thing, different pipe organs, and a 1,000 different sounds. Not too bad. It also comes with built-in rhythms, and it has 1,000 different rhythms as well. Some of them are actually not too bad. Besides this incredibly flimsy, unbranded manual, it came with some really inexpensive headphones that kind of fold flat. One of the sides kind of crackles a little bit. It's not the connection on the keyboard itself. It's these really cheap headphones, and well, I have other headphones, but it did come with some headphones so you can practice without annoying your neighbors and roommates. And it came with a nice 6-foot USB-C cable for charging it, so you can play without the being plugged in at all. I think it's supposed to last about 10 or 12 hours without being plugged in. I haven't tested that for myself, but we'll see. It also came with this really tiny, cheap microphone. I haven't really tried out the microphone yet, but we'll see how it goes. And it came with a really cheap sustain pedal. Nothing fancy, just a little basic pedal. Probably wouldn't hold up to extreme stomping, but seems solid. And then the other thing it came with were these little stickers to put on your keys in case you don't know anything about music at all. I know a little bit, so I'm not going to mar up my keyboard with those stickers. And it came with this little music stand that doubles as holding the keyboard together. But most interesting is that there's a little switch on the back, and it folds up. Comes with a travel case for carrying it. It's a lot more convenient than trying to carry a 88 key keyboard that doesn't fold up. In the back, it has a few different things. Let's see. There's the USB-C for it to plug in, headphone jack, the sustain pedal, microphone, audio in, so you can plug in an MP3 player, and then this USB type MIDI connector. Oh, I guess, and then another USB. I guess that's the MP3 player. That's an audio in. Has built-in speakers, which aren't amazing, but it is what it is. So I guess if you had a 1/8 inch audio jack, you could plug it into an amp. I guess we'll try that out sometime. And one interesting feature that this keyboard has is that normally this is middle C, but you can switch it into a duet mode, so it's two keyboards, each with its own middle C. I saw a demo video where a music school was using these for young kids, and they were practicing duets, two kids sitting on each side of the keyboard. So, well, I'm not sure how useful that would be for a lot of viewers, but it has that. It also is Bluetooth enabled for Bluetooth MIDI, and there are a bunch of apps supporting Bluetooth. So if you have an iPad or a tablet, you can get all kinds of different educational apps, and you just set the. You've got your music stand. You can set your tablet on that, connect it wirelessly with Bluetooth MIDI, and play along. So the Bluetooth MIDI also allows you to use digital audio workstations. So you can use this keyboard in GarageBand, Ableton, Reason, Logic, any of those digital audio workstations. And I'll be covering some of those in the future. Although my emphasis is guitars, learning how to use a keyboard and learning how to use digital audio workstations will only help you improve as a musician. The digital audio workstations will allow you to record, mix, and then upload your own songs. So, if you're just a guitar player, it doesn't hurt to learn that. All right. So next, I'll be setting this up and showing you what it sounds like. All right, now here's our foldable Glarry keyboard. The default sound is the basic piano. And then there's 1,000 different sounds. There's a plus and minus button for going up. Sort of a Rhodes sound. I'm going to look up, let's see, drawbar organ, that's number 17. Another organ sound, right? We've got the rhythms. You can select the rhythm, and then you hit start. Oh, those are actually in stereo. You can just change the rhythm by hitting the plus or minus button. You get the idea. Of course, you can adjust the speed on it as well. It also has the key drum feature, where is the default MIDI sounds where each key plays a different drum sound. Good times. So my review of this keyboard is, well, it's a little bit weak in the middle, and on this stand it has a little bit of flex. Putting the music stand here helps a little bit. I have seen more expensive folding keyboards where they have a clip to hold the middle together. If you set this on a table, you won't have any problem. But on this stand, it's a little bit wobbly on the ends, but certainly playable. So I would say for $80, it's a pretty good deal if you want to practice your scales. You know, there's no reason why you couldn't use this performing. You know, it only has the 1/8 inch speaker jack, but it does have, mosquito. Oh, sorry, mosquito. But it does have a Bluetooth. You could probably connect it to a Bluetooth mixer. You know, nothing fancy. The keys are semi-weighted, so they're not as flimsy as a lot of cheap keyboards. They just have a thin piece of plastic. They feel really lightweight. This isn't quite as, doesn't have quite the feel of a real piano, but it's a lot closer than, a standard $100 MIDI keyboard. And I got it for practicing my scales, so I wanted sort of a semi-realistic feel. And, well, it's nothing really fancy, but for $80 with this heavy-duty stand, that's a really good deal. It came with a really inexpensive, kind of flimsy sustain pedal, but it did come with a sustain pedal. It has this microphone. Well, let's just try it out right now. Yeah, it's got a microphone, all right. Nothing fancy, but I think you can see that it works. So I guess you could use this for doing the rap. Got your drums, rap over it, whatever. So anyway, that's my review of the Glarry 88 key keyboard. And like I say, if you're a guitar player, you may not be interested in being a full-time keyboardist, but practicing your scales will really, really help your understanding of the guitar fingerboard. It sure did for me. There were so many times where in my music theory class, my great teacher, Kira, would say something, and it was this little light bulb moment of, now I get what I've been doing, but not fully understanding. So, I really can't stress enough how much studying music theory will improve you as a guitar player. And in the future, I'll be covering a little bit more music theory. But until then, I hope you like and subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends about it. The more subscribers I get, the more guitars they'll send me, and the more guitars I'll be able to donate to the Woodstock Food Pantry. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, remember, you don't need superpowers to be a superhero.